Hi everyone, this is Kunal from Unico Solutions. In this video, we will look at how Data Integration Toolkit allows one to perform data integration tasks without switching between applications. Number of your business users would not need to use the full range of the functionality of the Informatica Cloud. DataWizard will help create an interface for such users to the cloud tailored to your specific business needs. So let's look at one such interface created by the Unico team. The business users will need to log in using the Informatica Cloud credentials. Once they log in, they will be authenticated and they will reach the landing page, which shows all the tasks that already exist, when they were last updated, and a short description about these tasks. You can also switch to the activity log to get more details about when it was last executed, what is the status, and how much time it took. So let's start with creating the new task. So we're going to provide a task name. The task name is helped to uniquely identify this task onto the landing page which we had seen previously. So for this demo, we're going to show how the data integration works between a flat file to the Salesforce system. So we're going to give a task name, and then we'll give a short description describing that this is a demo task where we're going to do a data synchronization between a flat file to the Salesforce system. So we'll provide that description, and then we will get into the connections. So let's go connections. So here you will see it will show all on the left hand side, it shows all the existing connections, and it shows you that you need to select one source and one target. So let's start with one of the existing ones. So we're going to see S3 as a source. So here you will go and browse into your local file system and select the sample data file that you want to load into your Salesforce. So that's a comma separated file. And then we'll select the target as the Salesforce system. So here you can see that by default it allows you to create a new one, but let's choose the test where we have all the initially created with all the details populated. So now let's go on to the task selection. So we created one task right now from S3 to Salesforce, but there was one already existing S3 to Salesforce with data filters. So it gives you both the options, whether you want to use the one that already has with the data filters or the one that you just wanted to create, the S3 to Salesforce. So you can see over here, it has some filters on some parameters, but let's select the basic one which we just created, which is the S3 to Salesforce. And now you will see that it will show you all the data. Now we can go on to the data filters where you can add or remove any filters on a specific field. What kind of operator you want, a less than, greater than value, or what value. We can do that and then move on to the next thing, which is the data mapping. So for the demo purpose, we are not going to provide any filters. We'll keep it straight flat file to the Salesforce system. Now let's go on to the next tab, which is our data mapping. So here it will map all the data that it can actually, on its best effort, map all the columns from the source to the target. So you can see that it has done the account details from CSV to the account table in Salesforce. Well, there are much more tables over there. There are 69 columns in the Salesforce and 17 on the file, out of which 11 are mapped between the two systems. So you can choose drag and drop, and you can say which one would need to map to which one. So you can play around, update the mapping. You can also remove few of the mappings. So you can just select and drag on the right click and add these columns, like which one should map to which one. So it does row to row mapping from left to right. As you can see, there is also a search field. You can, on the top, like if you're not sure if there are 63 records, you can't just keep scanning up and down. You can type ahead and it will reduce the number of rows that you see in this side. So you can go into the search field and just say type ID. And that will show only the columns that map similar to an ID or where there is an ID. So now if you remove the ID mapping, you will see the number of mappings have reduced from 11 to 9. So now basically only the data from those 9 columns will be copied over to the 9 columns in your account table in Salesforce. So let's go on to the next thing, which is schedule. So either you can have this task where just once you complete it, you can have the task executed right away, or you can run at a specific time. That is, you want to repeat it daily, every hour, what time, what time zone. So you provide a schedule name, a description, and those details. So for the demo purpose, we're going to save it and just run the task now. So once completed, the task has got saved. It can appear in the existing task, but at the same time, since it's executing, let's go on to the activity log, and you will see that the task is still running. And it keeps giving you, say, please refresh to see the status, to get the latest status. So let's keep refreshing the task, and you will see once it tells you the task is still running. So hopefully it should be done by now. Let's refresh it once again. And you can see that it's completed. So it's telling you what was the start time and the end time. So it gives you the duration. Let's drill down. You will see how many source rows were copied onto this target. It was 10 of them. There was no failures. So you can also download the session log to provide all the entire log details, as we had in Informatica Cloud as well. So here we have completed the task creation, and it will be there in your existing logs as well, existing task to be executed later. Thank you.